we're going to have a correction. Just don't know when, but I think it's going to be pretty soon, and I don't know how harsh it's going to be. And that'll depend on the junior success as well. If we have just if we just have a natural correction in the U.S. equity market.
All right, StockPulse on location, the Vancouver Resource Investment Conference 2020. I've got with me now David Erfle. He is the Junior Mining Junky or Junior Miner Junky.com. And obviously you spend a lot of time in this sector. You're like a kid in a candy store probably around here. How do you see this whole market and how do you see the vibe?
Well, we just got here, the vibe is, it's always good on Sunday because that's when, everybody, all the retail comes, it doesn't really cost that much to get in. When we really find out how the conference went is on Monday, because that's when the buy side, sell side comes, the analysts come and the real mining people come here. So we're going to find out. But I didn't go to MIF the last 2 days, but I did hear that they had almost twice as many people as they usually do. It was well attended and the vibe was good and the buzz was good. So I'm looking forward to a good show here.
Yes, let's get a little into the nitty gritty here. Gold's at a really good spot. Started to see some money come into the equities, maybe not all the way down. How do you kind of see the overall health? You see it really? Obviously, yesterday was a big indication if the crowd was it.
Yeah, it's funny. It's the risk on is still in the marketplace. Equities continue to make these all-time highs, and now you've got the miners are leading the metal in the opposite direction. You've got the miners leading the metal lower because we've had 2 consecutive weekly closes above 1550 in the gold futures market, and yet all these miners still can't catch a bid and they're going the other way. So that's telling me that be a little cautious here. I've built up a little cash recently, and we've got the miners bullish percentage index at really lofty levels. So I'm just a little cautious right now. But as far as the long term, it still looks good. Central banks are still being reckless. They're all getting together next week.
That's not going to change anytime soon.
That's they're still going to be easy. The Federal Reserve is I think they're done trying to save the rest of the world with their policies. So I don't think they're going to be lowering rates, but I don't think they're going to be raising rates just yet either. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this stock market because it's getting at frothy levels where sentiment indexes and bullish percentage it's at really lofty multi-year levels. So we're going to have a correction. Just don't know when, but I think it's going to be pretty soon, and I don't know how harsh it's going to be. And that'll depend on the junior success as well. If we have just if we just have a natural correction in the U.S. equity market, then you're going to have some of that capital coming into the gold shares. But if it's a panic move down after they've gone up so high, then you're going to see a little selling come into the gold stocks at first.
So not to give any of your secrets away here, I know you have a pay-for service, but what's kind of in your wheelhouse now as far as projects and maybe jurisdictions? Is there anything that really stands out, or are you just case by case running through it, you doing your handicapping?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a case by case thing, Rob. It's there are my jurisdictions that I really like. I really like the Cadillac Break area of Quebec. The Golden Triangle starting to look interesting again here, and there are my jurisdictions that I do like, but basically it comes down to people in this sector. If the right people are running the company and they've got their own money in the stock, they don't have a lot of cheap shares. They put their own hard-earned money in the stock. They understand a tight share structure, and they have a really good project and a really good jurisdiction, and they have access to capital. Then I'm going to be attracted to it.
And so overall, obviously you're bullish here. How do you see the rest of the year going? You talk about this correction. Could be any day. Stay in cash, get ready for it. Is it certain?
Well, a correction is certain. Trees don't go to the sky. We've had 11 straight years now of the stock market continuing to go up. And we know it's going to happen. We just don't know when this correction is going to happen. But like I said, I'm building up a little bit of cash here. I'm not expecting any panic selling in gold stocks or anything like that. I think 200-day moving averages are going to hold in the GDX and the GDXJ. Yeah, be a little cautious here.
Okay, what's the best way to follow you, David?
my website, Junior Miner Junky with a Y.com, and I have a weekly article that comes out every Friday on Kitco.com.
Good article too, I must say. So appreciate the time, and I look forward to catching up to you again and talking and seeing how how it goes here. But I tend to agree with you. I think we're going to have a pretty good year.
Thanks, Rob. Always great to talk to you.